Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joy Stephen, an authorized representative for Canada. And representatives like us was exposed to the new expression of interest, the express entry, at the association's NEC in Calgary on Friday, yes, on the 7th, just a couple of days back. And I heard it from the horse's mouth, from the director of the program from Citizenship and Immigration Canada, Mr. James McNamee. I would like to express what I understood about the program, and it looks like an excellent program for those aspiring to immigrate to Canada. Highlights of the new program are: 1. It is not a new program. It is the same FSW program, but it is managed differently through the new expression of interest model. Number 2, the new system provides access to Canadian employers. The database of the applicants are available to the employers through a job bank posting. 3, the expression of interest provides an immigration system to work more efficiently and fast. The CIC, they mean. And they have targeted processing times for less than 6 months. 4, there is an effect, this is just to meet the expectations of the world, so that processing times are not prolonged. No more first come first serve method, but the department will be able to pick and choose the best from a pool of candidates. The new system works better for Canadians, for employers, and for applicants because it is faster. The express entry expression of interest involves 2 steps. 1, pre-selection, and 2, post-selection. This is my derivative. You can say what you want, like an application and selection, post-selection, whatever. Now, pre-selection, express entry profile will be created online with all relevant information. This information will be saved for 1 year, and CIC will pick and choose people from the pool of applicants every 2 weeks. Applicants must have IELTS scores and must have completed their credential evaluations. The second stage is the post-selection. Once selected, candidates are offered a 60-day time limit to submit all documents, including medicals. At the time, proof of IELTS indicated when they completed in their profile must be submitted. If any information is wrong, example, an IELTS results were shown as obtained, but obtained after they submitted, would have significant sanctions, and according to CIC, up to 5 years bar. If the applicant has either a confirmed job offer from a Canadian employer or has a selection certificate from a province, then the points awarded for either of these is considerable, and it's pretty significant that the applicant is likely to be selected from the pool and processed immediately in the next immediate draw. If the candidate is not picked for 1 year, the profile will expire, but the applicant can re-enter the profile from the next day after his profile expires to have his or her profile active for the next year. Some of the highlights for the new program is that the draws are consistent every 2 weeks, and currently it's set for 2 weeks. It might increase according to CIC. CIC is keen to process 80% of the PR application within 6 months or less from the date of receipt of completed application and documents. The data bank or the pool will accept applicants who qualify under the FSW, the FSTW or the Federal Skills Trade Work, or the Canadian Experience class. There are these are 3 federal programs for migration. Now, the job bank. Candidates who do not have a job offer must register in a job bank. This is a necessary step for those who do not have an employment offer or who do not have a selection certificate from a provincial nomination program. Initially, Functionality will only include registration in the job bank, but employers may not be able to search for these applicants at the time being. This functionality may be introduced later on in 2015, probably mid or at the end of 2015. CIC representative also offered 3 scenarios. The first scenario was the employer found somebody of interest from the pool and wants to select him. The second scenario was the employer has someone already working for them, like somebody under the postgraduate program who's working with an employer. And the third scenario was the job bank employer identifies somebody in the job bank and want to select them. Let us, review each of these scenarios. And let's consider the first scenario. The employer found somebody, by his own selection method, and he has already applied for the expression of interest. Then they have to go through the same stages of LMO process. They have to put in a local advertisement in Canada. If no local candidates are found, then an LMIA, or the labor market opinion, is obtained. LMIA for FSW is not going to be charged by the government, and will have a 10-day turnaround. It's very fast. They're processing it so fast that it is possible for the applicant to apply fast and get to Canada fast. As soon as the positive LMIA is received, the profile is updated with CIC and the points for the LMIA is awarded. The points are so significant for an LMIA that they would be invited to apply for permanent residence in the next draw. That could be on the next day or within the next 2 weeks. Now, after they are selected, within 60 days, all documents must be provided except for 2 documents, which is an exception. Number 1, police clearance documents from countries where police clearance is hard to get. If proof of such application has been made but the document has not been received, it will be accepted. And number 2, you have to do your medicals, but you don't need to submit the medicals if there is a delay in obtaining the medical results. So these are the 2 exceptions. If clients are accepted but not ready, they are not required to pick that selection, and they can just avoid getting picked in that selection and go in for the next selection, which could come anytime. Now, this is the second scenario. Employer has somebody already working for them in Canada, like those who are on an postgraduate work permit. LMIA is still required for them while applying for the permanent residence. If the job already had an LMIA prior, in which case the candidate need not apply for another LMIA. The third scenario, job bank employer identifies someone. That means an employer goes to the job bank, identifies someone who has applied for permanent residence. Once the employer identifies a candidate of that nature, he has to advertise, and if he is not able to find a suitable candidate, apply and obtain the LMIA, and the applicant updates the application. I have another video regarding LMIA, and I would advise all of you to watch it. In short, the new express entry is open to all skilled categories, which is an excellent opportunity. If you have any questions, please post them on my blog. It's given right here, and I would be happy to answer them. The transcripts of this video is also available in the same blog. You can also visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Paulinsays. If your New Year resolution is to migrate with your family to some of the best destinations in this world, then there is a bright possibility that your dreams are likely to become true in 2015 because of the express entry being announced by Canada. From all of us here from the Polinsys Studios. This is Joy Stephen signing off. Thank you.